So the major economies there, for the most part, had not been doing it. It took President Trump really prodding and haranguing them to be able to get them to start spending, even after Russia invaded Ukraine. So what I think you see here is, again, the president starting a negotiation where he's prodding on our European allies and working the negotiation from that standpoint. But ultimately, what he's concerned about is making sure that we can defend our northern flank for the long run to keep Americans safe.
Reuters and Ipsos took a poll and asked people whether they approve of the United States acquiring Greenland. It's pretty telling. 17% is the number that said yes. 47% said no. 35% said they are not sure. And then more specifically, a Quinnipiac poll that specifically asked whether we would approve of the United States trying to buy Greenland. The number goes up a little bit. 37% of the total say yes. 55% say they oppose. More support among Republicans on that front than others. So if the president doesn't have a lot of public support in this venture, do you think he will press on?
Well, the president has been very clear that this is about our national defense and national security. And as I've outlined already, we have real cause to fear from the Arctic with regard to what the communist Chinese are doing and expanding what they're doing up there, what the Russians are doing up there. And frankly, this was part of what we voted for last year, is to expand our Coast Guard to have more icebreakers and so forth, because we are under-equipped with regard to defending ourselves in the Arctic, from the United States standpoint as well. So we need to do more with regard to the Arctic. We need to keep ourselves safe. And if you started to explain what we're doing with Greenland in that context, I think just like any other public policy issue, you have to go to the American people and tell them why this is in our national interest. And when you start doing that, the American people will understand how important it is that we protect ourselves from the potential threats coming from the Arctic.
Let's turn our attention to Iran. The president has also been paying a lot of attention to what's going on in that country. Thousands of people apparently executed, and he says he believes that the United States posture has prevented some more of those summary executions. Here's what the Iranian foreign minister had to say to President Trump on Special Report.
My message is, do not repeat the same mistake that you did in June. If you try a failed experience, you will get the same result. In June, you destroyed the facilities, the machines, but the technology cannot be bombed, and the determination also cannot be bombed.
So he seemed to say that, yes, we destroyed their nuclear program, but he's trying to turn it into a warning. I don't imagine